Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring you the craziest chess story I've ever heard of in my life. Now, I started learning chess a couple of years ago, and I'm deep into the history. I've brought you so far on this channel the Hans Niemann cheating scandal, as well as the 2006 cheating scandal between Vladimir Kramnik and Veselin Topalov. Now, today's not cheating. It's got nothing to do with cheating, but it is quite the scandal. And we're here on my Twitter page. Hopefully, we don't get demonetized for this. But we've got Magnus Carlsen.
Thank you, guys. Magnus, I'm not really sure what to say. Can you...
And so you can see GothamChess is about to do an interview. I've got the volume up. I'm going to play it for you. And it is quite shocking.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Magnus, I'm not really sure what to say. Can you just take me through what just happened?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this has not been the best tournament for me. Yesterday was...
Sorry, I'm just going to interject. When Magnus says it hasn't been the best tournament for him, if I flick over to the chess.com, so this was the last round he played, and we'll talk about what I mean by that in a moment. So Magnus is 5 out of 8, so he's not performed as well as he would have liked. Yesterday I showed you he lost to Denis Lazovic. He also drew to Awanda Liang, Gleb Dubin, and Alexander Shirmov. And today, just before he beat Aryan Tari, he drew to Daniel Darda. So that's what he means. It hasn't been going too well. He's a bit out of contention for the running.
Difficult day. I lost one game, could have lost a couple more, and generally was not playing well, a bit out of control. Honestly, I had good sleep, and I had a nice lunch meeting before I came here, and I just went to I just barely had time to go to a room, change, so I put on a shirt, a jacket, and also I didn't even think about the jeans. So, and I even changed my shoes, but I didn't even think about it.
So at the moment, you're probably asking, what is he talking about the jeans? Well, I'm going to scroll down on my X feed to something that occurred a little bit earlier with the chief arbiter. Here it is.
Yes, so as you know, we spoke earlier, and Magnus was wearing jeans in round number 7, I believe, the second round of the day. So he received a $200 fine as a result of that. In round number 8, we gave him the chance to change out of the jeans into something else. He didn't take that chance, and he wore jeans again. So we told him that he would be unpaired for round 9 if that's what he did, which is the round that's about to start. So that's what's going to happen. He won't be playing in round number 9.
So you're kicking out of the tournament?
Not necessarily. So he has an opportunity to correct it for round number 10 because we think that...
Alright, I'm going to stop it there because you can see here the chess.com thing, Magnus Carlsen is unpaired for round 9 after refusing to change out of his jeans. I did a short a couple days ago that got 2 views that said sneakers are banned from the World Championship. I wonder why it only got 2 views. FIDE instituted a very strict dress code for this event. And you heard Magnus talking earlier, he completely forgot about the jeans. And what he says is that he forgot, and FIDE said after his, I believe it was the second round of the day, as this gentleman said, the chief arbiter, Magnus, you need to change. He didn't change and got fined 200,000. And they said, if you don't change, you're not going to play round 9. Magnus refused to change. He's like, I'll just change tomorrow. And he didn't. He says that, and FIDE didn't move. They said, you're not playing round 9. So he's unpaired. And as we go up, you'll see David Howell, top GM. The dress code speaks for itself. This is a thing about Arjun, Grishuk, and Judah, and how they're going. And GothamChess. With the breaking news from the scene, Magnus Carlsen has been disqualified from the World Rapid Championship in round 9 due to a dress code violation, wearing jeans, and previous warning. In an interview, he said he is no longer playing the World Blitz Championship either, and instead going on vacation. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not where the story ends. As you can see, there's a whole lot of titles here. But we go back to this interview, and we go about further.
If they want to...
And we're going to go to about 1 minute 20.
Immediately.
Close? No. They said that I could do it after the third round today. I said like I'll change tomorrow if that's okay. I didn't even realize it today. But they said, well, you have to change now, and well, at that point it became, a bit of a matter of principle for me. So here we are.
Wow. So are you kicked out completely? I was hearing you can come back tomorrow. Like you have a 1-round forfeit? Have you appealed? What is...
No, I haven't appealed. Like, honestly, I'm too old at this point to care too much. If they wanna, if this is what they want to do, like if this is, I guess it goes both ways, right? Nobody wants to back down, and this is where we are. It's fine by me. I'll, probably head off to somewhere where the weather is a bit nicer than here, and that's it.
So to be clear, you're not playing the blitz.
I mean, no.
Okay.
Unless, I don't know what would have to change for that to happen, but no.
Wow. Before I let you go to your destination of better weather, has this ever happened in the past? Like, you've been late, and that's been
Sorry, I've let this run a bit longer than I expected, and thank you, Take, and GothamChess, and for everyone getting this interview from Magnus and all their hard work on the ground. I'm just some bozo in South Africa reacting to this. But this is the very important part. This is where this is the most interesting part for me, what Magnus says here.
Yeah.
But have you gotten warnings about, we don't want you late, or we don't want you to wear certain clothes? Has this ever happened to this extent in the past?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But, there was this whole thing where, FIDE actively wanted to, they were actually, going after players as well to get them not to sign with Freestyle, basically threatening them that they wouldn't be able to play the World Championship cycle.
This is the most interesting part for me, because a couple days ago, Chess.com, Take, and Magnus and the Freestyle Chess, they put out a statement to say that Freestyle Chess and not Chess.com, Freestyle Chess and FIDE are getting along and coexisting. However, the current head of FIDE said they gave my statements correctly, but what they said is not completely accurate, and he said he would be giving a statement soon. So I sense that there's a bit of a falling out here, as obvious as it is, between Magnus Carlsen, Danny Rensch, Hikaru Nakamura, the players who want to play freestyle chess, and the person in charge of it, and FIDE. And all of this is over world titles, because FIDE somehow owns the right to every chess world title. The precedent for this, if you watched GothamChess's video, was the fact that Garry Kasparov formed his own world title, but it wasn't recognized by FIDE, and FIDE retained the rights to it, and he had to call it something else. And players who played with him couldn't play in FIDE events, and it seems like they said to some players, Magnus doesn't mention anybody, some players where it's like, if you play freestyle chess, you won't be allowed in the World Championship cycle. Now, what that means is, I don't know if that meant a full-on ban from FIDE events that compose the world cycle. So the Grand Swiss, the World Cup, the candidates, the World Championship, was Gukesh involved because he's a member of Freestyle Chess. Or other players, Arjun Erigaisi. I'm spitballing players here. Fabiano Caruana's played Freestyle Chess, and he will definitely want to be in the candidate cycle for the next World Championship. Jan Nepomniachtchi as well. Hikaru, what does he want to do? So, and Magnus is just taking off. It says here, he's just out. You can see that here's the thank you very much to Tarja S. Svensson and Ben Feingold for reposting this. This is the agreement that they put together. Freestyle Chess and FIDE agree on coexistence. The agreement facilitated by Freestyle Chess Operations, GmbH, represented by Jan-Hendrik Buttner, the chief financier, Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, and Danny Rensch. Obviously, Chess.com is involved in it to some degree. and they had discussions regarding mutual recognition of a future World Championship, and that's a World Championship Magnus Carlsen will want to play for. He plays the World Rapid and Blitz, not this year anymore, but he doesn't want to play the Classical. He wants to play freestyle chess, and they've organized the Grand Tour. One of the stops is in Cape Town, South Africa next year, so, if everything goes well, maybe I can go visit that. And there are currently 25 players, one of which I imagine is the world champion Gukesh. I might be wrong. I don't know all 25 players. Fabiano Caruana will be involved, I'm sure. Pragdananda, Arjun Erigaisi, these guys. And it's just incredible that we've got this falling out. And the world's best player is just leaving the World Championship. You can't see it here. Magnus Carlsen trending on Twitter. 1,290 posts. And yes, he did drop an F-bomb, which we cut out here. They're saying here, what's happening? And meanwhile, the Rapid is just going on. Judith Polgar tweeting very nicely. Magnus is out. And here's the official FIDE statement 8 minutes ago. FIDE statement regarding Magnus Carlsen's dress code breach. FIDE regulations say that they must be dressed to show professionalism and ensure fairness to all participants. Today, Mr. Magnus Carlsen breached the dress code by wearing jeans, which are explicitly prohibited under long-standing regulations for this event. The chief informed that and issued the $200 fine and requested he change his attire. Magnus declined and was not paid for round 9. Earlier in the day, another participant, Jan Nepomniachtchi, was also fined for breaching the dress code. However, Jan Nepomniachtchi complied and changed into more appropriate attire. The dress code regulations are drafted by members of the FIDE Athletes Commission, which is composed of professional players and experts. These rules have been in place for years and are well known to all participants and are communicated to them ahead of each event. FIDE has also ensured that the players' accommodation is within a short walking distance from the playing venue, making adherence to the rules more convenient. So it's not like Magnus Carlsen had to run across the whole of New York to get back to wherever he was staying to change his pants. It's not that far from the playing venue. So it is completely plausible that he could go and change and be back in time for the next round. He doesn't have to cover the whole of New York. And FIDE says they remain committed to promoting chess and its values, including respect for the rules that all participants agree to follow. And then you'll see there'll be people now, Gene Gate, Danny Wrench was in there with Gene Gate and all of that. Judith Polgar, very nice here. And there's the FIDE statement reposted by chess.com, chess24 rather. And yes, Magnus Carlsen says, I'm out. Can you believe it happened? GothamChess reposting. It's just incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Just incredible. Tell me what you think is going on in the comments down below. What are we up to? It's 1 a.m. local time. 1 a.m. is a bit of a stretch. It's 1:45 local time in South Africa when I got notified about this. What are we doing? I don't know what to say. I've given you all my information and I still don't know what's going on. I can't believe it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Magnus Carlsen. He's the greatest chess player I've ever known because I've grown up watching him effectively over the last few years. I never got to see Garry Kasparov play, so Magnus is my GOAT, my greatest player. But what is going on? I want to see him in FIDE events. I don't want to see him get banned and exiled, Bobby Fischer-esque, or Garry Kasparov in 1996.